Hey everyone, welcome back to Module 3, Taking Your Empire Online. Now, in this module, we're going to be looking at domain and hosting. Okay, so we'll be looking at how to register your domain, how to change your name service, how to set up your hosting account, your cPanel account, install WordPress, install OptimizePress, and also using Amazon S3. Okay. Now, I just want to point out quickly that I'm only demonstrating with the tools that I already use. Okay, so I use D9 hosting, so I'm going to be taking you through the whole process using D9 hosting. I use WordPress and I use OptimizePress, so I'll be taking you through the whole process using WordPress and OptimizePress. Okay, there are other alternatives. You don't need to use the same hosting as me. You don't need to use OptimizePress. There's a ton of other funnel building softwares out there such as Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, InstaBuilder, WP Profit Builder, the list goes on. If you've already got access to some of those, then please don't bother spending more money on OptimizePress if you've already got the tools capable to do the job. Okay, the end goal and the features are going to be quite similar to OptimizePress. The aspects are going to be quite similar. We're going to be building a sales page, and I assume that most softwares and other tools for funnel building are going to have similar elements and similar actions, that sort of thing, as OptimizePress. Okay, so it's just what I'm using. If you don't have any funnel building software, then I really recommend OptimizePress too. It's awesome, basically. I'm going to take you through it. You're going to see it for yourself. Now, let's get started. Okay, so I use D9 hosting for my domains and for my hosting. Now, that wasn't always the case. I actually used to use GoDaddy. Now, GoDaddy provide umpteen different discount codes where you can get .com domains for $1, $2, $3. I mean, there's a whole range of domain coupons that you can use with GoDaddy. Now, what drove me away from GoDaddy wasn't a bad experience through myself. I didn't experience any bad doing or anything like that. However, a lot of people that I know within internet marketing have been stung by GoDaddy, as in regards to them pulling domains down and just a few unruly things that sort of put me off. Okay, so I decided that for the cost of a few more dollars, I'd rather invest and buy a more expensive domain from someone and a company which I know aren't going to do anything like that, just to prevent me from being stung. Okay, I'm not slating GoDaddy in any way. I'm just saying that from friends and people that I know experiences, that's what's put me off. Okay, if you use GoDaddy, then no problem at all. That's totally your decision. Okay. Again, with the hosting, I've been using D9 hosting for around 6 or 7 months since I first launched my first product. Never ever have I had an issue. If I've ever come across any difficulties that I couldn't figure out, no matter what, the support team are just absolutely they're geniuses. They really are. They go above and beyond to sort out any difficulties, anything you're unsure of, increasing bandwidth, increasing megabyte uploads, everything. So I can't say I haven't got a bad word to say about them. I use them. I've used them for a few months now, and I will continue to do so. Now, if you already have your own hosting, then that's fine. You can use that. Make sure you're going to have a decent enough package. Okay, a HostGator baby hatchling plan isn't going to cut it. You're going to have to invest and upgrade for a bigger package. Now, I just want to drop in a couple of alternatives. An alternative for a domain registrar would be Namecheap.com. Really, really good. I've used them a couple of times myself. Really good service. Never have I heard a bad word about Namecheap. And the same goes for LiquidWeb. LiquidWeb are from what I know, I've never used them, but a lot of my friends in the internet marketing world use them. And again, never have I heard a bad word. So, without further ado, this module is actually going to be more focused on my screen sharing, okay? I'm going to be taking you through D9, how to set up cPanel, how to install WordPress and OptimizePress, also looking at Amazon S3. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so here I am inside my D9 account. Now, first off, I just want to show you quickly, this is a home page of my D9 account. You can find the link below this video in the resources section, which is actually going to be able to take you through to sign up for D9 if you wish to do so, if you maybe don't have an account, a hosting account, or if you're looking to change hosting accounts. D9 will change over any websites that you currently have and transfer them across to D9 within literally hours, even minutes. So the homepage is here. You can enter a domain, check the availability, and buy domains through D9 through your back office. What I'm going to show you quickly is how to change your name servers. So for those who don't know, when you buy a domain, you need to have the name servers within the domain registrar pointing towards your hosting account. Now, this is the same for any domain registrar, whether it be GoDaddy, Namecheap, D9, Bluehost, wherever you register your domain, you need to make sure that the name servers are pointing towards your hosting account. So I'm just going to click Manage Name Servers for one of my domains. And here are the name servers. So I'd select Use Custom Name Servers. I'd find what the name servers I need to use, and I'd paste them into the custom ones. Okay, so these are the same for any D9 hosting account. The first name server is ns17.d9hosting.com. The second one is exactly the same, but 18. Okay, so these are the name servers that you need to use if you're hosting with D9. Okay, so you'd change the name servers, you'd save them, and then you'd go to services. Now, clicking My Services, you're going to be taken to your account. This is your reseller or the hosting account. Now, thomasowenonline.com is the primary domain which I set up when I first purchased this hosting plan, and I've now got a ton of domains. It's unlimited, basically. You can have unlimited domains on your hosting plan. So what we want to do is go to View Details, scroll below and log into WHM down at the bottom. This stands for Web Host Manager. So if we click this, this is going to open up. This is where we're going to be able to create our account and our cPanel. Okay. So first off, we need to add a package. So if I scroll down, you'll find the packages section, add a package. Now this is totally for example purposes. I've already set up my packages, but I'm just going to add one off the cuff, and it's FFFP, and this stands for 5-figure funnel profits. That's the package name. I'm just going to change this to 1,000 for the disk quota and 10,000 for the monthly bandwidth. I'm going to leave everything the same. I just want to point out actually as well that this won't cut it for when you launch. You'll need to increase this. I'm just putting it in for now. You're probably going to be best off speaking to the support team, the live chat, for them to boost this for you, which they will do without a shadow of a doubt. So I'm going to add that package. Now what we do is we go up and we select create a new account. So creating a new account, I need a domain. So www.fffp.com. This isn't a domain of mine. I don't own it. I don't even know if it exists. I just want to use it for example purposes. So the username is going to be your domain information. This is a username for you. It automatically selects the first 7 characters of your domain. Now you can change this to whatever you want. I'll change it to Thomas1. Now your password. Now I usually use the password generator. I'll generate it a few times. By the way, this is going to get deleted, so there is no point in copying it for anybody out there who wishes to do so. This account won't even exist. So now I can use this password. I've copied it in a safe place. I'm going to link it to an email address of mine, and then I'm ready to go. I'm going to choose the package. Now we need to select the package that I've just created. So it's FFFP. I'll select that. I won't touch anything else. I'll scroll down and click create. Okay, so we're all done at that. Okay, that's your account created. Now what we want to do is under account information, click list accounts. Now this is going to give us a list of all the accounts in our in our hosting plan. You can see there's the one I've just created, fffp.com. Now I'm not going to use that one because I don't own the domain. It's actually going to get deleted. I just wanted to show you how to create an account. So this is the one I'm actually going to use, fivefigurefunnel.net. It's actually the one I've used for the funnel for the sales pages. So by clicking the cPanel icon next to it, it's going to take me to my cPanel. So here I am inside the fivefigurefunnel.net cPanel. This is where I can create my email accounts for email accounts with the domain. So for instance, thomas@fivefigurefunnel.net. This is where I can create all those accounts on the same domain and access those email addresses. You can use your SEO and marketing tools. I mean, there's a ton of things. Your FTP accounts, setting up how to transfer stuff and upload stuff via FTP. I mean, there's a ton of things. Your subdomains. I'll keep on going, right? Redirects, the lot. Everything's inside your cPanel. So what we want is WordPress. So down at the bottom, Softaculous Apps Installer, we want to click on WordPress. We also want to install it. Now, I've already installed WordPress to fivefigurefunnel.net, so I'm not going to install it again. But it's really simple. You'd click install in the blue box, then it's going to take you to a page that looks like this, where you can set up everything, your directory, your URL. It does it all for you, okay? There's nothing that you really need to change. I suggest ticking these boxes: auto upgrade WordPress plugins, and auto upgrade WordPress themes. You can choose your admin account and admin password. This is to log into your WordPress admin account. I'm going to show you that in a second. And then this is where you're going to be able to access. Okay, so by clicking this, the WP admin, you'll be able to access your WordPress site. Now you're going to be able to, you'll be taken to the login page. I'm actually already logged in, so what you'll need to do is log in with your WordPress admin username and your admin password, and you'll be taken to your WordPress dashboard like so. So that's it. That's how you install WordPress. It is really as simple as that. There's nothing difficult about it. So what I'm going to do now is actually access OptimizePress so we can install that and get that up and running on our WordPress site. So the link below this video, there's a link below this video in the resource section, which will take you directly to OptimizePress, where you can purchase it, and then you'll be able to access the page I'm going to show you now. So this is the inside of OptimizePress, the Optimize Hub. This is where you're going to be able to grab your license keys, watch the tutorials, watching how to set things up. So what you need to do is download the OptimizePress plugin. So if I just go back up there, you can see downloads here, hover, click main downloads. You can then download OptimizePress plugin by simply clicking download the OptimizePress plugin. This is going to download to your computer. Make sure you save it in a file where you're going to be able to find it. You've also got Optimize Member, the plugin. You don't need to download this unless you're going to create a membership site for maybe an upsell. You've also got OptimizePress theme, which is more for a blog. Okay, so if you're building a blog, then you can download this and use it as a theme. Okay, so if you were to go and visit thomasowenonline.com, then you're going to see that what the OptimizePress theme actually looks like on a blog. So I've already downloaded the plugin. What we need to do now is just click on licensing, scroll down, and depending what package you've got, you're going to have access to a range of licenses. So what you'll need to do is copy a license key, one that's free. Okay, you can see these ones are used, so you need one that's free. And then head on over to your WordPress dashboard, hover over plugins, and select add new. And then what you need to do is select upload plugin, choose file, and then locate the OptimizePress plugin. making sure it's still a zipped folder. Make sure you don't open that and take it apart. Make sure it's still the complete zip folder, and then upload that, click install, and then the Optimize Press plugin will install. So once it's installed, you're going to be asked to use the license key. So the license key that you copied from Optimize Hub, you'll be able to paste into your Optimize Press plugin, and away you go. You're then going to have Optimize Press built into your dashboard here, which you can select and set up. Now, before we actually go into anything, I just want to quickly I just want to show you something that you need to make sure you do. By hovering over settings and selecting permalinks, make sure you select common settings to post name, okay? So it reads like sample post, so whatever the name of your post, okay? Now this is essential. You need to do this for Optimize Press to function properly. Make sure you do this before you start building any pages. Save the changes, and then we can head on over to Optimize Press. The only thing we're going to use inside Optimize Press for our funnel is the page builder, okay? So by clicking page builder, you can create your first page, and we can call it sales page. And we can proceed to step 2 using a blank page, or you can use a template. Now, Optimize Press 2 have a range of different templates. We obviously want a sales page, so if we keep on scrolling down through the opt-in pages, here we are, the sales pages. Now, there's a range of a few different ones which you can use as a template to use, or as I like to do, I just like to build mine from blank. So I'd select blank page, proceed to step 2, and have it as a marketing site page. Proceed to step 3. I'm going to keep it at full width, the first selection. Proceed to step 4. I'm going to leave all 3 of these things for now. I can come back and change these at a later date if I wish to do so, and if you do wish to add a header and navigation bar column where you've got the menus at the top, you can do, or feature title or footer area, then be my guest, you can. But for now, I'm going to leave them blank. I'm going to leave the color scheme as it already is. I'm just going to hit save settings and launch live editor. So now we have the first page. Okay, this is where the page is going to be. Now what I'm going to show you is I'm just going to quickly touch on what you can do with Optimize Press. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail because then it would turn into an Optimize Press course. Okay, and that's not what it is. It's how to build your 5-figure funnel. Okay, so I'm briefly going to touch on how to use Optimize Press. Within Optimize Hub that we were just in, there's a ton of different tutorials showing you how to use the different elements, how to build different pages, sales pages, JV pages, membership pages. There's also a ton of information on YouTube which you can search for and find. It just take me way too long, hours and hours to go through everything with you. But I am going to touch on briefly what you need to do. So we've got add new row here. So we add the new row. Now this is going to obviously be the headline for our sales page right at the top. So I'm going to select one column. I'm going to come down here, insert into page. And now you've got the element section. Okay, so now I need to add the element. Now we've got a range of different elements that we can use from pretty much everything you can think of, okay? Bullet points, buttons, calendar dates and times, countdown timers, description boxes, custom HTML. So if you've got any HTML code for different images or different tools or whatever, then you can paste the code into this section and that's going to display when you publish the page. We've got Facebook comments, feature blocks, guarantee boxes, headlines. So if you just wanted to write a headline, you could use this. You could also use an image. Maybe if you've got a PNG or a JPEG image that you wish to use as the headline, you could maybe create something in Photoshop. Then you could upload this as an image. The headline is an image. You know, the world is really your oyster with Optimize Press. There's a ton of things which you can do. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you with headline. Select headline, and I'm going to select the top headline, the basic one, and let's just say How to build your sales page in under 30 minutes, let's say. Okay, so I'm just going to leave everything. You can obviously change the size, you can change the theme, you can change the style, the color, spacing in between each character, the shadow of the characters, align it left, center or right, the headline tag, you know, line height, margins, all of that you can change. Again, I'm not going to get into it all because it'll take me way too long. Now I'm going to insert it, and there's your headline, you know. So if I was doing this properly, then I'd be editing it, changing the color, making it bold, making it bigger, a different format of text or font, you know. So this is how to use Optimize Press. So you add a new row, you add an element. Then what I'd do then is I'd add another element. I'd maybe add that as just text and add a subheadline. Then I'd add maybe an image, and then I'd add my content, you know. So we're going to be looking at in a later module how to write your sales copy, your sales page, okay? So when you've actually got your sales page written, that's when you're going to copy and paste what you need. So you'd copy and paste your headline over to Optimize Press, add it to an element, and then tinker with it, change the font, change the color, change the format, bold, italic, whatever. Then you'd copy and paste your first block of text from your sales copy over. You'd add images of proof, of testimonials, your guarantee, your buy buttons, okay? So it will all make sense. It's probably going to be confusing for you at first, but what I recommend doing is going through some of the tutorials in Optimize Press, okay? Those are the guys who created it. They know how to use it best, and in super quick time. They'll be able to take you through everything. One thing I do want to show you, which is quite handy, if I just click in here back into the element, okay, so this is the headline element. Now you can see an info button in the top right corner. Now by clicking that, it's actually going to give us a video, a
Add headlines or
tutorial.
subheadlines to your page using the
I'm just
headline
going to
element.
pause it.
Browse through the different headline
Well, I'm
styles
not,
and
I
choose
can't
the one
pause
you'd
it.
like to use by clicking on the corresponding.
That's typical, right? I can't even pause it. So, but what I'm saying is, for each element, there's an info just like that one in the top right corner, which you can click and it'll give you a short demonstration of how to use it, okay? Failing that, you can head on back to Optimize Hub and click on all the tutorials, get involved in the members area where there's loads of questions asked, answered, and all types of things covered, okay? So that's Optimize Press, guys. We're going to be looking at it later on when we're building our sales funnel pages. But for now, that's the brief overview. Now, what I want to show you now is Amazon S3. So I'm heading over to Amazon. I'm actually going to log out just to make it a bit easier for you guys to know where to go. I'm just going to type in Amazon S3 into Google. And then this one here, aws.amazon.com/S3. I'm going to click that link. I'm probably still logged in. No, I'm not, which is great. Sign into the console. Okay, I am still logged in. Basically, you'd just be taken to create an account if you don't already have one. Now, when you get to the web services page, which is this page, it does look like a bit of an overload. There's too much to handle. All you need to focus on is S3, okay? Under storage and content delivery, S3, okay? Scalable storage in the cloud. So we click that. What you then do is create a bucket. Okay, so create a bucket. I'm going to just, for example, I'm going to just call it FFFP to keep it simple. I'm just going to change this to US standard. It doesn't really matter what region you're in. It doesn't really apply. I'm just going to keep it as US standard, and I'm going to create. Okay, now inside this bucket, I can either create folders or I can just upload straight. Okay, so what you'd want to do, for instance, if you had your ebook and created an ebook as your first front end product, you'd then upload, you'd click add files, and then you'd click whatever file it is you want to upload, and then start upload, and it'd upload into this. Okay, I'm going to show you as an example. Okay, I'm going to quickly go to my front end, to my ebook, and I'm going to upload this, start upload, Okay, so the ebook has uploaded. Now, there are a couple of things that you really need to know. First off, what you need to do now is to make this public, okay? So by right-clicking on the ebook, selecting Make Public, this means that when you give the link out to download this file, people are going to be able to download it. If you don't make it public, then without your secret AWS key, people aren't going to be able to download it or view it. They're going to be taken to an error page. Okay, so now what you need to do is click on properties, and here you will find the link to your download, okay, to your ebook. So if I'm to open the link in a new tab, you're going to see it's the ebook. Here we go. Okay, so what I'd do now is I'd paste that link into my product access page, or hyperlink it to the ebook image or whatever on my product access page, and then people are going to hit the product access page and they're going to be able to download the ebook directly from S3. Okay, now I need to point out at this point that S3 does cost. Okay, it's very, very cheap. In fact, it's minimal. People downloading. Now, the reason why I suggest you host everything in S3 is because if you host it on your actual host, it's going to really slow down your websites. Okay, if you're hosting your ebook, all your videos, all your sales page images, everything on the one hosting package, then it's really going to slow the hosting down. It's really going to exceed the bandwidth very quickly, and your allocated megabytes. Okay, so it's a really good idea to store it outside, store it in the cloud, such as S3, and it's minimal price. I mean, like, I pay pennies a month for hosting my stuff on S3 and people accessing it. Okay, so really important. I just wanted to point that out. So that's how you use S3, that's how you create your account, that's how you upload things. You can make them public, and then you copy that link across to link it to wherever you want it to be. All right, guys, so that's module 3 covered. In module 4, we're going to actually be looking at how to set the funnel up. Okay, we're going to be looking at building your sales page, building your JV pages, and all of your funnel pages. This is where the everything comes together. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the next module.